What up, first video from the new house. I know I'm a little bit late on this story, but I figured I would just chime in because there's more to the story than most of these news outlets are actually saying. So if you haven't heard, 190 people got let go from Blizzard. They got 90 days severance package, which is pretty nice. That's 6 paychecks that they get to use. And then they get to keep their health insurance for 1 year. And health insurance in the United States is expensive, and if the company's paying 100% of your premium, that's a lot of money for them to spend. And then lastly, they got a $200 Battle.net gift card to spend on the store, which it's not actually $200. That's the thing. Blizzard didn't buy $200 and then converted it into a gift card. They just generated $200 worth of credit for their digital store. It's not actual money, so I don't know. It kind of feels a little bit low, kind of like a slap in the face. They didn't have to do anything at all, but like, if you're going to let people go, at least give them a gift card that they can spend at Amazon, or maybe like a Visa gift card or something. But then, they would actually have to buy something, and the company would have to pay taxes and all that stuff. So it's a lot easier for them to just generate free in-game store credit. And it always sucks to get let go from a company. It's happened to me, happens to a lot of you guys. They were letting go initially 50 people from the esports section, but nobody's going out to esports events anymore, so they didn't need those 50 slots. But what ended up happening was they let go close to 2% of the company, and that was 190 people and not just 50 people. And the way that the news is kind of angling it is that the CEO of Activision Blizzard, not just Blizzard itself has a separate CEO, but it's owned by Activision, and Bobby Kotick, I don't know how to say his last name, but he got a bonus of $200 million. And the way that the news makes it look is that these people got fired and he got a $200 million bonus, but that's not actually what happened. The CEO signed a contract in 2016 that said if he brought the stock price up by X% by the year 2020, then he would get a payout percentage based on how much he raised the stock price. And that just happened to be at the same time all of these people got let go. So this is the original agreement between Blizzard and Bobby. This was made on November 22nd, 2016. It says Bobby will continue to receive his current base salary of $2.366 million. Beginning January 1st, 2017, his salary will be reduced to the annual rate of $1.75 million. That's still an insane base salary. I imagine the taxes on that W-2 is insane. But anyways, back to Bobby's $200 million bonus. Okay, number one, it wasn't actually $200 million straight cash. That's not how this ended up working out at all. The CEO, Bobby, got 1,300,000 shares of Blizzard stock, and of which those shares he only got to keep 465,000 shares, which is still a boatload of money. But the company kept 865,000 to pay taxes. So instead of getting 131, he got $41 million worth of stock. It wasn't cash money that he got. It's not even worth $41 million. If he tried to sell $41 million worth of stock, he would crash the stock price and he wouldn't get $41 million. The way the news kind of spun that was a little odd. And here's where we can see the actual payout of the stock. We can see this was securities acquired, 904,000, and then 430,000. Down here you can see the company withheld 878,000 and gave him 456,000 shares of stock. He also has 1.6 million shares of stock that are performance vesting, and an additional 3,155,000 shares of stock. Another thing that was in the CEO's contract in 2016 was that his base salary was $2,600,000, which is still an egregious amount of money, but he took a pay cut down to $1.7 million base salary and did the, I think it's called the shareholder value creation incentive. And so he took a $1 million pay cut, kind of bet basically. He was like, if I can get the stock price up to X%, I get rewarded based on how much I bring up that stock price. That was kind of the bet that he made, and he made it happen. But that's the argument, right? Is one person directly responsible for how much the stock price increased for Blizzard? I'm going to say no. In a company with thousands of people, one guy gets that much credit for bringing the company value up. There's a lot of workers at this company. $41 million worth of stock that he gets to keep, at least at the current price of, I think it's $90 per share right now. I still think that's a little outrageous for any one person. I think if you had just taken, maybe 1% of that and cashed it out for the employees, you would have been able to keep all of the 190 employees. He plays the business game. He doesn't care. He's out for profit. That's all that matters to him. As I was doing research about Bobby, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, I found out that in his contract, he owns a charter aviation service for private jets, and Blizzard reimburses him for use of his own company. So this guy he's really playing the business game. He owns his private jet company. He uses his private jet company at Blizzard, and then Blizzard pays his private jet company, which then he takes money from that and pays himself. By the way, I looked up Bobby's aviation company called Cove Aviation. These are the two vehicles that he has. He has a Bell 429 helicopter, and he has a Gulfstream G280 2014. The G280 is $25 million, and used G280s are $12 million. Here's where you can see how Bobby Big Brain's paying himself additionally with his second company. The company will pay reasonable expenses related to Bobby's use of non-commercial transportation services for business-related travel, including the use of transportation and aviation services provided by Cove Aviation Partners. This is indirectly owned and operated by Bobby, as previously approved by the company's audit committee. You can rent his G280 Gulfstream Super Midjet for $5,100 an hour. You can rent his HB Bell helicopter for $4,200 an hour. So if Bobby is using these to travel wherever he needs to go for business-related reasons, he's making a lot of money. If he flies somewhere that's 4 hours away, his company just made $20,000, and it's his company. So I don't know. It's just insane how much he can pay himself with his own company from Blizzard, and that's completely okay with Blizzard. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like because you liked the video, not for the algorithm, of course, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like me to cover any more of these stories, and I really tried to be objective here, and instead of being like, companies suck, and like, blah, 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 and just like show you what actually happened and how this works. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for being here. See you guys in the next one.